house. Have you ever thought of what it is like to raise a child with autism? I got the chance to spend 2 days with an extraordinary young man named Angus and his family, parents Regina and Dan, and little brother Harrison. Over the time I was there, I realised the struggles and strains the family have had to deal with in the past. I spoke to Regina, Angus's mother, about the hardships before and during Angus's diagnosis.
We had a phone call from school saying that there's been an incident, Gus is fine, but he's made a noose out of a skipping rope. Matteo said, well, why have you got a noose? And he said, I'm looking for somewhere to hang it. And he goes, well, I'm going to kill myself. And then she says, well, why are you going to do that? And he goes, well, I hate myself, so why not kill myself? Outwardly, he seemed fine, but inwardly I knew that he was in a very dark place.
Autism is a lifelong spectrum disorder and affects a person in different ways and is never the same. An individual can often struggle with understanding the ways of a neurotypical world, where certain expressions, humour, and other people's line of thinking is hard to understand, causing a considerable amount of anxiety and challenging behaviour. Walking through town, a person with autism can be extremely overwhelmed, causing a sensory overload, where the brain is forced too much information. Sight, smell, sound and taste all become heightened, making the person have an intense response to an overwhelming situation.
So the way they diagnose autism is no longer subcategorised. When they diagnose it's ASD, which is autistic spectrum disorder. But we were told to read books by Tony Attwood, who talks a lot about Asperger's, which is where Gus is on the spectrum. So Asperger's is normal to above average intelligence, and people with Asperger's want to socialise with people and they're very aware of what people think of them, whereas a more classic autism is a lot more introvert. I just saw Harrison just sort of standing there like looking a little bit upset, and Angus said, he's just swallowed a penny. It's my fault, he swallowed a penny. So anyway, we're on our way to the hospital and Gus was in the car next to me, and Angus was crying, he was shaking, and he was saying really awful things. I want to die, I want to kill myself, I want to stab myself in the stomach. Why are you so angry? He goes, because I'm a bad person, I'm a horrible person. Why should I be here? Why should I be alive? And he was only 5 at the time. I desperately just needed to be able to let him focus for like 10-15 minutes, doing whatever it is that he does. He's like a little whirlwind that just crashes around the house. So this is Angus's bedroom. This is his room where he does his work, which you can tell because it's covered in paint. So this is his desk. So it's messy, typical of any sort of child really, I guess. This is just some of his sketchbooks, because he's got loads of them. So you just give him a pad and then he'll just fill it. And you know, like a lot of artists, he'll just sort of do stuff and then leave it, or he'll come back to it. You proud of that one?
Kind of.
Which one's your favourite one? What's your favourite piece of art that you've done? That one.
Oh, no, this.
That one.
But this is the bit of art that I hate. So.
Why? He's found his own style, so very quickly he was using his pencil in a way that children of his age don't use, as was observed by the occupational therapist. And it focuses his mind, and if it's focusing his mind, we can all relax. It's almost like a lost friend for him. It's brilliant.
Through Angus's art, the family have become stronger than ever before. Although many people view autism and other disabilities as a bad thing, they aren't able to see the true wonders of a mind like Angus's.
I suppose you could say, how did art find Angus?
What would you say your favourite colour is, Angus?
Black.
Black. Why do you like black?
Oh, you're not actually filming.